Inspired by Love is a podcast hosted by Rachellelove, dedicated to promoting inspiration, hope, and giving a healthy dose of God's love for every aspect of life. Rachelle is a seasoned inspirational enthusiast who uses witty commentary and biblical truths for real-life solutions, offers business strategies, health and wealth tips, and self-love care. Unlock the power tools to dig deeper, discover your untapped potential, and live your best extraordinary life. Here's your host, Rachellelove.
And welcome to Inspired by Love. I'm Rachellelove, the host for today, and I'm so happy and delighted to have one of my girlfriends who is also my wellness coach, Miss Taina Anthony. Taina, welcome to the show.
Hey, Rachel, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for having me on the show today to share.
Well, let's just start right now with what's going on in the world. So we are currently experiencing a global pandemic. So how has the pandemic impacted you personally, your business, or has it impacted you?
You know something? For me, it actually has helped me grow my business because I was already doing one-on-one training sessions with the ladies. And so now that the world has kind of shut down, you know, we have so many women that are still wanting to continue their healthy living journey. Exactly. So I have been getting so many contacts and just, you know, here as a wellness coach and excited to just share with everyone.
I am so excited that, we had an opportunity to meet, and I've been following your journey on Facebook, on your stories, and watching them, and really got intrigued. And so that's one of the reasons why I invited you to come on to this episode. We are definitely kicking off our Summertime Lit series, and if you have been following the series, we've had a wellness coach, we've had a business coach, we had a dress for strategy, Miss Deanna Dupree. So now we have Miss Taina Anthony of Gettyefit Wellness. So tell us a little bit about your journey.
Okay, so going back, so my journey has been for 7 years. So just a little bit of background of myself. Before I went into the entrepreneurship, life, I was an accountant. I was an accountant for about 15 years and I did taxes for 17 years. And so I just ventured off in pursuing my dream of just opening up a fitness studio, right? Yes. And it all started with, I wanted to lose weight. I was overweight. I'm a mother of 4 kids and I just wanted to lose weight. I tried everything. When I tell you I've tried everything, I've tried diet pills. I've tried starving myself.
What?
Yes, I tried doing liquid diets. And I always had, because I was an athlete, I've always had the fitness down pat, but I didn't have the nutrition down pat.
Exactly.
So through that journey, just being the idea of like, I want to lose weight. I was 226 pounds and yes, girl. And I just didn't feel happy inside.
Well, first of all, how did you lose the weight? That's what we want to know. That's the burning question of today.
So my invited me to a health retreat. So it was a community where people were exercising and they were also learning about nutrition. And there is where I learned about nutrition. So I ended up sitting down with him and we customized a program for me because everybody's plan is different. And I followed the program and let me tell you, it was a life-changing. My first 30 days, I was able to drop 16 pounds. In 90 days, I was able to drop 42 pounds.
Wow.
And in 12 months, I was able to drop 77 pounds.
Well, let me stop you right there. Let me just jump in. So, we have been experiencing the pandemic. We have been on a stay in place at home. People have been binge watching, and I know I've been one of them. I put on 20 pounds, Taina, 20 pounds. So I'm like, you know what? I need to do something immediately because I was not feeling myself. I was just out of breath. I just felt sluggish. And so I contacted you so I could get on a fitness program and just really start feeling good about myself. So tell the listeners and viewers about Gettyefit.
So Gettyefit is a company where we help align your mind, your body, and your soul through health and fitness. And when I say mind it has to start with the mind, right? You have to make the decision to want to do it.
Yes.
Right? Once you get committed, because we sit down and we map out everything. Once we get clear on exactly what you want and why you want it, then I have a commitment. Once we do that, we start like a physical plan.
Yes.
And after that, through the exercising, and you can be a testimonial, Rachel, that through the process, I'm actually empowering you doing the exercise because it can be scary to want. Remember, you remember it can be scary. You
it
can
was
say,
scary.
and that's my job is to go as fast as you can.
Yes.
So
I just want to say this. I'm 54. I don't mind telling my age. This dress is a size 8. I was not able to get in this dress, Ty. So I thank you for, now we've been working at it for 2 weeks. I've lost inches and a couple of pounds. So I am super excited. And yes, it starts with the mind. You have to you have to have a mind shift. So when that mind shifts, then you can say, you know what? I am so focused. Nothing is going to take my focus off of what I want to do. This is something I want. And so I just love your personality and how, as even when I say, Ty, I can't do this. This is too hard. Or you give me another exercise to do. So I had a back injury and, pulled muscles. And so she has been working with me. And I mean, I just Johnny on the spot. I'm working it out. I'm like, okay, I'm no excuse zone. I am really committed to just finishing what I started. Basically, and that's what you do. You encourage in the group, you motivate us, you give us challenges, we post our food. It's exciting. It's awesome. So let's get back to who you are and what you're bringing to the table. And before we go too far, how can people follow you and get to know who you are? Tell them where they can go.
Okay, and if you can bring the slide up.
Okay.
Just so maybe they can take a picture of it, and I can just go over it.
All right.
Yeah.
So can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can find me here. So if you want, I always recommend that you book a wellness consultation. You can book it at www.gettyefit.com. You can follow us at Gettyefit at Instagram. And then you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Gettyefit, where I will be uploading home workouts all the time. So you'll get notification on new videos all the time.
Absolutely. Do you want to go through your slides now, or you want to wait?
Okay, we can go through the slides now.
Okay, let's go through the slides that we have them. Let's see what we have. Okay, let me see. Go back. Okay, so we're at the benefits of exercise.
Yeah, so just a few tips on just giving you the benefits. Remember that it's 20% fitness and 80% nutrition. Mm-hmm. So the fitness part, the benefits to it, as you can see, it helps to reduce body fat.
Yes.
It increases your lifespan. It just boosts up your mood to be happier. It detoxifies your body, decreases stress, so many great benefits. And also it improves memory. Our memory is very important.
Yes,
so
it is.
Strengthening your bones as well. So sometimes we feel our joints hurting, and it's not because we're not getting enough exercise. It's because we're not exercising consistently.
Right.
So it's very important. So if we can go to the next slide. And exercising doesn't have to be something hard. Mm-hmm. It can be something as just, simple or jogging. You can do cycling. There's different type of exercises. Yoga is really good for a beginner because it really stimulates our organs. It helps with our flexibility, kind of introducing us back to like getting strength, strength training. Swimming is really good. And so I always tell people, if you can commit to doing 25 minutes at least 3 times a week, that's good. Something is better than nothing.
Let me tell you, last week I was very bold, and I was encouraged by a few of my friends that are already biking. And so I contacted Ty and I said, hey, I want to rent a bike. She says, yeah, down in Hermosa, go ahead and rent. It's like $7 an hour. And I'm like, wow, that's very affordable. There's no excuse there. So guess what? I haven't been on a bike in, I want to say, a good 25, 30 years. I haven't been on a bike. I jumped on that bike and started riding. Now, it was a little wobbly. It was a little wobbly, but I didn't fall. I'm thankful, the weather was perfect. It wasn't too hot. The ocean breeze. I was down in Hermosa. I am so thankful that you recommended cycling, because now I have a new hobby.
Yes, it's beautiful. That ocean is beautiful.
Yes. Do we go to the next slide? Or
yeah, so go to the next slide. Okay. And then, so people always ask, well, how should I be eating? How much should I be eating? So if you look at this slide, it kind of gives you an idea. So you want to have vegetables, fruits, a healthy protein, and some whole grains in your plate. And the way you measure it, if you put 2 hands together, that is how much amount of vegetables you should have.
Yes.
If you put out 1 hand out, that's how much whole grains you should have. And if you ball up your fist, that's how much protein you should have.
I see.
And as far as the fruit, it should be half of your hand.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah, go to the next slide.
Okay.
And here are some tips, some grocery. I always tell my clients, don't go to the grocery store when you're hungry, because you tend to reach for unhealthy snacks.
Yes.
You just want to put everything on that cart.
Say it again for the people in the back.
And then also you want to write a list. Right? Yes. In your mind, you want to already prepare your meals. And so now you have structure on going to the grocery store. So then you can come home and prepare your healthy meals. Okay? Go to the next slide.
Okay.
And for this last slide, I always say track your wellness, right? So you always want to go Monday through Sunday, and you want to just kind of pencil in the times of the day that you're eating to make sure that you're eating every 2 to 3 hours. So that kind of breaks down to 5 to 6 times a day.
Okay.
So if you print this, I can, put it on my website. You print this and you can just keep it with you and kind of pencil it in.
So, Ty, give the listeners an idea of what they should be eating within the five times. What are some of the small snacks that you would recommend?
Okay, so for example, I'll share what I usually eat. So the way my day goes is I wake up and I have a healthy smoothie. This healthy smoothie is pumped with a lot of minerals, nutrients, and vitamins.
Okay.
I have that, and the reason I have that is because it's nothing too heavy, and I'm getting the natural nutrients in my body, so it's gonna naturally give me energy. So next, after 2 hours, I may have a half a cup of fruit, for example, like strawberries or blueberries, or I love cantaloupe or nuts. So I tend to have my fruit before 12 p.m.
Okay.
And then after that, 2 to 3 hours, I have for lunch, I have a spring mix salad, and then I'll have like some whole grain rice, and I make sure I measure my food so that I don't overeat. And then I have a piece of protein, right? 2 to 3 hours, I have another snack. So then nuts. I love nuts, or even oatmeal.
Okay.
Oatmeal with raisins in it. Later on, because it's nighttime, I have another smoothie, which is a meal replacement. So that I'm not going to sleep with a full stomach and my body is not overworking to break that food down.
That's a good tip. I've been kind of doing that. I've been really I really need to write down now what I'm taking in, because I'm looking to see, okay, what colors are on my plate and what fits in my diet. So on the weekend, I kind of relax my diet, but on Monday through Friday, I'm really strict about, my intake, making sure I get enough water, making sure I'm walking, making sure I'm active, and then getting those little snacks. So I'm glad you gave the tip about the fruit, to have it before 12 noon. That was a good tip, because that turns into sugar, right?
Yes. And Rachel, I'm happy that I just want to piggyback on what you said, that you want to make sure that you're having different colors of fruit and of vegetables on your plate, because every color, I like putting the bell peppers in my salads, because every different color feeds a different organ in your body.
Oh, okay. Then that's
so you want your vegetables to be very colorful.
Okay, very colorful.
Like a rainbow.
Oh, you know what? Ty, we're definitely going to have you come back, and maybe you can prepare some different foods for us and just show us just a quick kind of trick so we can do our food preparations, food prepping for the week. I think that would definitely help while we're in staying home and on a quarantine or whatnot, or some people have to go out and work, but it helps if your food is already prepared,
Yes, it does.
Is there another slide?
No, that's it. That was it.
Okay, so that's good. So I just want to ask you a few questions in regards to your journey. I mean, it's just phenomenal what you've had to go through and what you've accomplished. So after you lost your weight, and basically you look fabulous, let me say that, how did you maintain the weight loss?
So through my journey, and it's crazy because now I'm down over 95 pounds.
Wow.
So that was just 12 months, 77 pounds. And I just kept going for more, because once you set a goal and you reach it, you're like, what's next? You always want to know what's next. But for me, I just joined a bikini challenge, which is September 12. Yeah. Because I want more. And so now I'm just focusing on sculpting my body.
Yes.
So the way I maintained it is just through all my clients, it gives me of like, okay, I'm not doing it for myself anymore. I'm doing it for the next woman that was there where I used to be, and just showing them what's possible. So I get up every morning and I'm working out and I'm videotaping, because I want to empower others and show them that I'm no different than the next woman. I did it. You can do it. Let me grab your hand and let's do it together.
Okay, so when I first came, one of my chief complaints was my stomach area. So I wanted to get a flatter, more toned stomach, and you've been showing me, great tips. Right now we're doing a challenge of the abs, so I'm really excited about that. But for women that maybe want to, have a little tighter derriere, how are they getting that firmness in the rear?
I always recommend, I share from a space of experience. So I did a 21-day detox cleanse.
Okay.
And in my detox cleanse, I had aloe, I had probiotic, I had active fiber, and then I had a fat burner just to kind of help curb my appetite and shed unwanted fat.
Okay.
So as well to do a 21-day cleanse.
Okay. So
And
you recommend 21-day cleanse for
yes,
those that want to shed that unwanted fat.
yes, and during the cleanse, I committed to drinking 1 green power juice as well, just to kind of help everything move. And through that, that's how you can drop some inches. I'm definitely inches off of the waist.
Well, I am I'm a poster child of dropping some inches, and I'm excited about it. I can't wait till tomorrow so we can weigh in and just get my results. But these are some of the tips that you definitely want to just jump on if you've been stuck in the house and want to do something just to free your mind. I think that's more than anything. It helps, invigorate the body. We're getting to move. We're actually doing something that's helping the body overall, our overall wellness. I wanted to ask you just a few more questions. What are some of the things after, well, like what should we be eating after the workout?
I always recommend to have a protein shake. And the
Have a
reason
protein
I say
shake.
that, yeah, because it's not heavy and you're replenishing your muscles with
Yes.
good nutrients because you just tore down your muscles. So you want to build them back up. You don't want anything heavy or
Okay. So what do you think will drive, what is the mindset that people need to have to do this?
I always say, just going back to what we talked about, is you have to want to do it yourself. And you make that connection, then I think that, you'll do it, because you can say, I want to do it. Well, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. And that turns into the next month. And so
Yes.
I always tell people to join a community of support, and because it gives you accountability.
Oh, yes.
Help.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
seek out help, because then now you have a person that's going to sit down with you and you're going to do it together. It's hard sometimes to do it by yourself.
Well, you know what? I am so happy, number one, for your weight loss, for being the poster child, the someone that we can actually look at and say, okay, these are the steps that she did, and this is what I can look forward to incorporating in my own workout plan, and just sticking to it even when I feel like, you know what, I don't feel like it today. I don't have the energy. I'm not motivated, but you somehow pull up something out of your spirit and you're like, come on, girl, let's do it. Good morning. And it's like, oh, okay. I love it though. I love it because you know what, I'm a really have an outgoing personality. And sometimes it can be a bit much for some people. It's like, yeah, tone that down a little bit, take it down a notch. But, when you're feeling good about yourself, and you having these good vibes, it's like it's contagious. You want to spread that love. And I just want to say, really, during this pandemic, if people are feeling, some kind of way mentally, and you just want to start just get to moving, I would just suggest walking, as we said, cycling, swimming. Just get into some type of activity that will allow you to mentally elevate your mind and really just have some good vibes. So, do you have any takeaways that you would like to leave our listeners with, Ty?
What you said, just, to go out and just start walking. And, when you're doing these things, it matters what you're listening to.
Yes.
You have to, for me, I love listening to gospel music or even listening to motivational speakers, because if you're listening up your spirit, it's going to do something inside, and it's going to give you that push that you need.
Yes.
So I would say start there. If you feel like I want to do it, but I just don't, turn the YouTube on or turn on some music that's positive, something positive, so that it can go. And I promise, I know that you're going to get up and you say, let me just walk for 5 minutes.
Yes.
5 minutes can turn into 10
minutes. There you go.
Yeah. So it can, there.
You're looking really cute in your BG. What is that, your new brand that you're wearing? Tell us about it.
So these are, me and my best friend, we have a fitness store that is actually launching the end of next week, this week. And BG stands for Body Grind.
Body Grind.
Yes. So this is one of our shirts.
It's so really cute. Nice. It's the color. Yes.
Actually, subscribe to, enter your email at www.body-grind.com so that you can get notified when we drop our line. But
I definitely will do that right now, so I don't forget, because I want to be one of the first ones to get the notification. All right. So Ty, what 3 tips can you give our listeners before we go so they can just be motivated?
Okay, so 3 tips that I can give you is, the first one, really, really important. Seek out a wellness coach so that you can just get that help, that support. Even if you just do, I do 30-minute free consultations. You can book me. Second is, like Rachelle said, you don't have to do an hour. You can just simply go out and just go walk for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. The last one is, you got to make the decision in your head here to start. And once you do, that's the hardest step to do. It's just saying, something, I'm going to do it.
That's it. Committed. I am so happy to have you on the show, and definitely would like you to come back and just maybe get into some fitness exercises that you can really show us and demonstrate. I think demonstration always goes a long way, especially for our viewers. And for our listeners, please log on to Gettyefit.com.
Yes.
And the body-grind, GRIND.com for the gear. So you can be looking really cute and fabulous while you out there working out. Ty, I appreciate your time, and I just want to thank you. I do want to shout out some of our sponsors. One of our sponsors designed this beautiful bracelet stack. That is Lauren Walton English. You can find her on Facebook under Jazzy Collection. Also, only Patsy Ann designed my little sippy cup. I love to drink my little lemonade. It's all bling. She has 4 different colors, but reach her on Instagram or Facebook. Only Patsy Ann. And those are our shout outs for the month. And Taina, I want to thank you for coming on and blessing us on the show. I would definitely like you to come back and just show us some fitness tips to just carry us throughout 2020. We're going to go out with a bang. We're not going to let the pandemic hold us down, stop us. We're not letting nothing, a mindset, the media, or anyone tell us we can't do something, because Jesus said that we can do all things through him who strengthened us. So with that said, I want to say goodbye and leave my listeners with this. Always to remember, be inspired by love. Bye now.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Inspired by Love. Join us every Wednesday for the juice to be inspired. Like, follow, and share this podcast. Be sure to leave a positive rating